And interesting, Steve is doing kind of a hybrid version of that strat, and he's able to get to the first ritual like this. Wow. So he kind of combined the first ritual with getting the other, what is it, the sword symbol all at once there. That was really unique. It's crazy how this beast mode strategy has been completely evolved and to really maximize itself, because we've seen variations where people have just done the grapple glitch from where stamina up is, but never where they also grab the symbol as well. That is something else. Going to finish this, and I mean, literally, it's going to be sad, man, because I feel like we're coming up to the point, and I hate to say this, where like a lot of Black Ops 3 Easter eggs are getting so refined now to the point that there's really not much innovation left. I mean, you can see all these crazy spawn manipulations. Bro, he did that egg in like 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. That was so fast. And then obviously bringing it off to the Boxer Gym, grabbing the HVK as well. I know a lot of people have really swapped from using the death machines for the last step of the Shadows of Evil Easter egg towards just using the HVK. It's much more accurate. It's much more easier to aim and get all the bullets down and get the Shadow Man over the ritual table. Second ABH, yep, we've seen Freckleston really popularize that one. Popping that ABH brings you from Boxing Gym, usually down to the under area. I mean, he could have gotten a little bit better there. But, I mean, not bad. Not really much of a time waste there. It's probably like 2 seconds or so. I think probably the hardest part of the Shadows of Evil Easter egg is, like, you literally have to kill... Oh my gosh, like upwards of 20 Margwas to be able to like even just get to the end step of the Easter eggs. And it's also interesting because I don't even think he activated the trap here for Footlight. No, he just went right in. Sorry, stream audio started buzzing. Hey, you and me both. You and me both, Steve. Wow, all this is happening. My gosh. And yeah, again, it doesn't really matter if the Shadow Man doesn't, or if he spawns in the bugs. Because in a way, it's actually kind of a good thing. The bugs sort of like track towards him near that Gobblegum machine, allowing him to protect the flag inadvertently like that. He's getting his skulls immediately done. This is the biggest portion for what you have to do with Zetsubo Nishima. Also, he got quicker vibe from the raindrops. That was very interesting. To get the skull of Monsopway, he's getting Perkaholic here, easy. Even just for those first couple seconds where he had stamina up, that was just such a game changer, man. Like, credit to allow him to buy through a lot of the map. And he is probably going to be able to do almost all of his skulls sub 5 minutes here, which is maddening, man. Yeah, I mean, he's just taking it down. You never really realize how good the M8A7 is, you know? A lot of people, including myself, just don't use this weapon a lot on zombies. And it's crazy that in a lot of speedruns, you're starting to see it more utilized because of the burst damage. Like, nobody really would have thought that 3-round burst would have been the king, but not on this map. They've just done it so incredibly well. And I mean, let's get it here. He's also maximizing these soul boxes very well to get the max amount of points as well. I mean, it does take a lot of time to get through the rainbow water. It's 3 rounds consecutively, and you absolutely have to get that plant. It's the only plant you're mandatorily allowed to do for this Easter egg. Strat has not really changed a lot. It's like I said, the main difference was that lightning spawn. And definitely some better zombie spawns from what I can tell. Re-grab at Rainbow Water. And then while he's waiting to go back, he gets that scientist instantly. Oh my gosh. Dude, the perfect luck. Dude, wow. He completely manipulated that spawn. Yeah. I have a feeling he's not going to do that just yet. He's just going to save his shield for now. And he's going to probably cycle for gums here. Yeah, and then get that ready to run through. He gets another ABH. Okay, that is pretty cool. And yeah, if he gets bullet right here, this is the run. Oh my gosh, the first plan! Now, the craziest part about this run is that this is actually not the best time possible. Freckleston and I were talking in the Twitter DMs, and him and I were essentially saying that there could be a massive skip coming up that could even bring this 19-minute record down to like 14, 13 minutes. And so let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Honestly, I think right now that Freckleston and I were talking about the fastest time that could happen with the current skips and known to everybody right now is 19 minutes and 40 seconds. We were saying how Scootley's run, the previous former world record that hit a 20-minute and 9-second run, was really fast and probably was the best game we've seen so far, legit, with Anywhere But Here's. But Freckleston did have way better egg ovum luck this game, and that is why he managed to just hit the 20-minute flat, so close to the sub 20. But let's talk about the skips, because Freckleston and I were talking about this, and what's crazy is that Freckleston is working on a skip that now allows you to partially skip the flag step. Freckleston and I were talking, and he was basically saying how his ABHs this game, his Anywhere But Here's that randomly teleport him, weren't as good as Scootley's, but just because he had better egg luck, he was able to just go right through. This is very difficult to nail, and that is why when we watch Scootley's run, the former world record, the 20-minute 9-second record, that run was just on a mechanically different level. And so I hope to see another run like that with perfect RNG, just like how Freckleston was able to hit it in this game. So, genuinely exciting. Here we have our first Anywhere But Here, where he goes all the way back to the junction, which is perfect. This is a great spot. Again, another incredible ABH. But we are probably going to see his ABHs kind of get worse as the game goes on, like I said, because this game was more about the better spawn manipulations than the actual gobblegum cycling. And like, that is the crazy thing. Watching from an outside perspective, you can only sort of guess how much the time skips can be saved. But talking to Freckleston, he was telling me that he would be shocked if he ever saw a Shadows of Evil solo speedrun world record below 19 minutes and 40 seconds. And I fully agree. I think that that is probably the maximum amount of time that you could save. So, I don't know what to tell you about that, but that's some Black Ops 3 for you right there, bro. But as you can see, he is going to be finishing up his ovum on the last step, being for the waterfront. And so, dang, man. Dang, dude. Yeah, like, I was talking to Freckleston about that, and we were basically saying, like, he could have hit the 19-minute 50 here. That would have been, ooh, that would have been crazy. I've never seen this. There's a... Dude, what the heck? So what he just did there was another spawn manipulation that I don't think I've ever seen.
Flashback.
And get all the way up to the spot faster. So wait, what is he doing now? Does he just have to sit there maybe? Oh my gosh! And he manipulates the spawns there too? Oh, no wonder this is WR, bro.
End of flashback.
There's a lot of areas where you pick up and place the flag, right? And so imagine if once Freckleston finishes both the flag placements, where he can now place it at the other areas of the map, if he could somehow down himself, maybe with self-medication or some sort of gobblegum or killing time where it freezes the game, and you pick it up again and bring it to multiple areas while the game is paused, right? There has to be some sort of skip here where gobblegums, maybe self-medication or killing time or idolize or fear in the headlights, one of those gobblegums has to do the trick here. Because I genuinely believe that there is a skip where if that flag could be duplicated here, he would be on to boss fight 13, 14 minutes in. Because imagine, he would be done. He would legitimately be done the Easter egg. You would just have to run the flag, not just from the spawn, but to all 3 other areas of the map and just run down to boss fight and get it done. Could you imagine? That would be crazy. And literally, like, he would be on to boss fight right now. So like I said, 12-minute, 13-minute, 14-minute WR. So I was watching Scootley's run, and I was wondering why they don't immediately pick up the flag. And the reason they don't is because when you pick up the flag, it stops spawning zombies. And what that means is that it essentially gets rid of all the zombies that you could kill faster to potentially end the round faster. And so that is why I think we could also be saying some sort of skip here with just the zombie eliminations. We're coming up to that point on the Shadows of Evil world record where not many strategies now can beat the world records apart from a massive glitch skip. And I think, like I've been saying in my past couple Shadows of Evil world record runs, that this is the way for people to solve this map fast. Sub 15. Easy. Sub 15. Like, it would be so cool to see that, and I think it's possible because I'm not giving up on this flag step skip. I know it's here. I know it's going to be possible. And I'm just waiting to see who figures it out at the end of the day. It's going to be so close, though. I think. And I'm telling you, you're going to wake up one day, and you're going to see Shadows of Evil solo world record, 14 minutes. But yeah, man, I think this is really, really exciting. And I hope if anybody is a Codename Pizza Mythbusters in the comments, I hope you guys can even check, maybe speedrun this, maybe even mythbust this. Because it's funny, because speedrunning, on zombies at least, in my opinion, at least on BO3 and any system or game with gobblegums, is as much of a mythbusting as it is a speedrun, right?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you can only hit so far unless there's massive skips being found. So, let's see his gum cycle here. Gum cycle is raindrops. That's not bad for his round here that he has to end. Oh man, you can see him struggling. It's wild. That one Margwa affected his mental. I personally think it's something to do with placing it down on a certain position and dying at the same time. There's usually something that happens in the game code when your game does that it like breaks. The issue is that the flag itself can also break.